Hi everyone, hope you had a lovely weekend out in the sunshine in the gardens. Shame we couldn't be further afield, but we're not going that far. We're staying safe, we're staying at home. This week I thought we'd do a little bit more shoulder work, upper body work, so I've divided the sessions into two different ones. One that I'm not using any weights with, but you can if you want to, and the second one we'll use some weights. I'll use my normal sort of Pilates squidgy weights. These are half a kilo each, same as a tin if you've got some tins at home, but you don't need to use them, you can go without them. As I say, first session's without, second session we'll be using them later on in the week. So let's get started. Standing up nice and tall, string through the back of the head, opening out wide through the chest. Think about where that weight is, it should be equal on both feet. Think about that tummy, have a little roll in and roll out. So we're opening up the back of that spine, pulling up through the tummy and rolling back down again. Feeling how much movement we've got through that low back, but still thinking about what's happening with that upper body. We want really good upper body posture today. Chin gently down, opening out wide through the shoulders. Don't let the ribs stick out, they should be stacked underneath you. It's as if you've got springs from the lower part of your ribs onto your pelvis, front and back, and you're keeping them even. Don't stretch them either way, okay? Once more, backwards and forwards, find that mid position, springs are balanced. From there, let's lift those shoulders up, stretch up to the ceiling. Keep reaching through the waist, slightly drawing in through the tummy. For 3, 2, 1, big circles round, bend those knees, let's go swimming down. Nice wide circles, drawing in through your tummy as you go down, and try and check that the knees go over the toes, they don't roll in or out. 2 to go. Last one. Coming up, draw a big circle round into our dumb weight to settle those shoulders down, drawing through your tummy. Reaching out, drawing back in. And again, reach out, draw back in. Lengthening through the back of the neck. We're working our good shoulder muscles at the back. They tend to get stretched and a little bit weaker when we sat down like that all day, computing, whatever. From the next one, let's reach out wide. Draw back in. Stretch out wide, fingertips to fingertips. 2 to go, stretching. With this one, out we go, and then from there, let's reach over, big stretch over, and back into our mermaid. Out we go, and back. As you go over to the right, push down through the left leg, get an extra stretch. As we go over to the left, push down with the right leg, and back. Once more each side. This time have a little roll through the middle, gently dangling there, gently coming back up, round to the other side, reach, dangle down, and then come up, bring those arms up as well, nice and wide, just wider than shoulder width, and we're twisting round through the rib cage, not through flinging the arms back. So you should still be able to see your thumb as you reach round just in front of your shoulder. Once more each side. It's really important we try and keep that rotation going through our bodies. From there, squat and a reach back. Coming back up. Down we go. Getting a little bit warmer now. 2 more. Last one, leave the arms down there. Let them dangle onto the floor. Drop your head. Straighten those knees. And roll back up bit by bit by bit by bit. Drop the shoulders down. Deep breath in. Breath out. Chin on chest. Down we go. Reaching towards the floor. Stretching the hips to the ceiling. And gently coming back up again. Bit by bit by bit. Last one. Down we go. Big old stretch. And then bend those knees. Pop yourself down. We're going to go down onto the mats. Change the camera time. Ooh, it's that way, isn't it? Okay, so we're starting off in our normal starting position. feet and knees hip width apart. We've got equal weight through both feet, both sides of our bottom, both sides of our shoulders, yeah? Think nice and wide across the front of the chest. Drawing gently through that tummy and roll down back again, flattening out that lower back. So we're just rolling that pelvis forwards and backwards, like a little bucket. Feeling where that movement's coming from. Feel your bony bits at the front of your pelvis. Hold them in that mid position. We're going to start off with our hundreds, and you can choose your level. Level 1, both feet down. Level 2, float one leg into a single tabletop, or tighten up a little bit more through that tummy for a level 3. Any of those levels, you can bring your head up, squeeze your knees together if you're in that double tabletop. And we're pulsing at the rate of around 5 pulses to a breath in, 5 pulses to a breath out. Tightening through your tummy. If you start to feel that you're losing it in the back, lower a leg down. If you've got your head up and you start feeling your neck aching, you lower it down. You want to feel those arms reaching down towards your ankles, lengthening the neck. Tight through your tummy, hold on there. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the arms, lower the legs one at a time. Feet and knees hip width apart and relax there. Have a little wiggle. Find the center position, let your ribs sink into the mat. Bring the arms up. Now the hands are going to be wider than your shoulders, so don't have them too close together. We want the shoulder blades touching the floor or the mat that you're on. From there, just reach back overhead. Feel what happens if you don't hold on. Your ribs can lift up. Drop down through that rib cage, lengthen through the breastbone. Bring the arms back. Okay? Now try and keep those ribs down on the mat for as long as possible. That way we're working the upper part of our tummy. Hold that in breath. Come back over. That's our level 1. Let's make it into our level 2. We're sliding a leg out at the same time, keeping centered through the middle. Hold for that in breath. On the out breath, come back in. Keep changing leg. Reaching out. Drawing back in. Try and relax through the neck and the shoulders. Don't hunch up. We're floating those arms back. Keeping control through the middle. Stretch fingertip to toes. Coming back in. Let's go for another 4. And back. 3. Coming back. 2. And back. Last one. Reaching back over. Coming back into the middle, settle there. Just have a stretch up with one arm towards the ceiling. Lower it back down. Other arm to the ceiling and back down. Now when you're doing this, what's happening is that your shoulder blade is being pulled around your rib cage. Okay, so the rib cage is still flat to the mat. It's that shoulder blade rolling around it. We're not twisting through the whole body. Keep the rest of the body anchored. Once more each side. Last one. And then lower those arms down. Let them rest down there. Center through the middle. We'll give the arms a rest for a moment. Let's go into a single tabletop. Keep holding on there. And then we're going to reach away with one leg. Draw back in. For 6. Same leg. 5. Nothing else is moving. 4. Back in. 3. Back in. 2. Last one. Reaching out. Coming back in and lowering down. Let's do 6 on the other side. We're building up to something here. We're getting the legs sorted out what they're going to be doing. Centre through the middle, don't let the body move. Stretch away with that leg. Draw back in. So we're still working through the tummy, keeping us centred through the middle. We're trying to relax through that upper body, heavy through the rib cage onto the mat. 2 to go. Coming back in. Last one. Reach, back and lower. Okay, we're going to let some arms join in. So, single tabletop, bring the arm up towards the ceiling. I think we did this one the other week. We're reaching away and opening out and coming back in. For 3, 2, last one like that. Okay, with the next one, reach out. As you come back, come up, touch, and roll back down. So we're combining it with an abdo prep, an oblique prep. Coming up, reaching out. 3 more. Reach over, lower back down. 2. Last one. Fold back in, lower that arm, lower that leg. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. Now if when you're reaching up and lifting up you're finding that a strain on your neck because your tummy's not strong enough, just support your neck with the back of your hand, yeah? Just give yourself a little bit of a help if need to. Centre through the middle, okay? Bring that leg up into a single tabletop. From there, the arm comes up, we reach away and we draw back in. For 3, keep the lower back nice and still, working through the tummy. 2, last one like that. Reach, back in. Now we stretch out. As we come back this time, we draw in through the tummy, abdo prep up and across. So it's our oblique prep. Up and across. Reach out. Squeeze. Remembering you can always pop that other hand behind your neck if you need to, behind your head. Supporting that head. Last one coming up. Squeeze and reach. Come back over. Lower that leg down. Lower those arms down. And relax there. Remove your pillow. Like that. Neck have a little bit of extra area to move in because we're going to go into our shoulder bridge from here. We're drawing in through our tummy, peeling up through our tailbone, lifting up into a nice high bridge, holding there and then gently rolling back down. One way you can imagine this roll up is imagine you've got a little Malteser on your tummy. And as you peel up, you're trying to roll that Malteser all the way up till you can eat it. And then slowly back down. Not that I'm missing my chocolate. Breath in, breath out. With this one, we're holding it at the top. Bring those arms up. From there, both arms back. Hold there. And lower back down. Bring the arms back over. Okay, same thing again, but with a little twist. So we're coming in, lifting up. Arms come up, keep that shoulder bridge up. No sagging bottoms down to the ground. We're reaching over for 2, 1, hold there. Sink down, get that stretch through the upper body. Bring the arms back over and down. Okay, this time we're going to hold for 3. Drawing in, squeeze up, weights even through both feet. Keep that tummy lifting that bottom up from there. 3, 2, last one, holding it there, rolling down. Bring the arms back down. Okay, 4 this time. Drawing in. Both feet are down, arms come up. And we reach over for 4 and back. 3, keep that bridge really, really solid. 2 to go. Stretching over. Last one this time, holding it over there. And drop back down, stretching through that upper body. And bring the head pillow back and the arms back down. Good stuff, folks. Let's just have a little hamstring stretch at that point. If you've got your a strap to stretch with, pop it over your foot or use your hands at the back of your legs. So hands there or use a strap. Toes down, heels away. Slide that other leg out. Stretching away there, feel that length. They might have kicked in a little bit during those shoulder bridges. If you start to notice when you're shoulder bridging that your hamstrings cramp up at the back of your leg, it's because you've lost that control through the tummy. So lower yourself back down, think tight tummy next time you go up, concentrate on pulling in through that tummy. Let's hold that stretch up there for another 3, 2, 1, gently bring that leg back down. Let's change over to the other side. Bring the knee in towards you, reaching up and away, toes down, heel away, slide that other leg out. And remember, this sort of stretch isn't just there for our Pilates sessions. If you've been doing any exercise in the garden, if you've been digging, if you've been out for a brisk walk or run, make sure you really stretch afterwards, okay? There might be a lot of you doing a lot more different types of exercise than you normally do. Stretching is the one thing to always have a go at. Really saves a lot of problems that we get musculoskeletally in the body. Holding it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower that leg back down. Bring the feet and knees up. Together. Arms go out to the side. From there, we're going to take knees one way, head the other way. Stretching out. Really stretch. Glue those knees together, down on the ground. Feel that stretch across the chest. Draw in through your tummy. Bring the legs back over. Right over to the other side. Stretching out. And back again. Couple more. Last one. Squeezing over. And then we're coming over onto our sides. We're going to be supported on our arms today. Knees together, feet together. But we're up on our elbow. We've got a little triangle from elbow to shoulder to hip. You might need to play around with where that feels most comfortable for you. If you're just resting there, notice that your waist will tend to want to sink down towards the mat. You'll get tight in that shoulder area. So lift up through the waist, work that tummy, work behind your shoulders. So bring your shoulder blades gently together. With this top arm, we're going to do our side bend. So reaching over and coming back. Let everything sink back down. Then you really appreciate what happens through your lift. Squeeze the shoulders and over. Now for some of you that might be enough, that's fine. You can stop whenever you want to. You can stop at this level, or if you feel confident, you can then take that to a lift up with the hips and a stretch over. And bring yourself back down. Breathing in to prepare. Breathe out, reach over, hold for that in-breath. And breathe out and come back over. Let's just do one more of those, okay? Lifting up, drawing your shoulder blades together, reach up and over, stretching over, and then we're coming back down, rest there. Bring bottom leg forward, top leg back, and we're into our mermaid position. I know everybody loves this one, particularly the guys. Okay, this arm, bring it over, bend that elbow, stretch over again. So it's like our side bend, we've just got our hips in a different position. Come back over. Use your strength in the core to help lift you over. If you can, reach over the other side. Okay, that takes a bit of practice. It also depends on what movement you've got in your hips. Some of you might not be able to do it, that's fine. You can always hang on to that leg. Okay, over we go again. Reaching over, big old stretch. Come back up, reach up again. Okay, this time we're going to come round for a nice big stretch round. Bring that top up, so have your supporting arm behind you. Front arm comes in front and we're stretching round. Now from here, have a stretch up if you can. Again, if your back doesn't like that extension, it might not like to go up that far, just go to where it's nice for you. And you can slide those arms forward and come back. If you've got a roller, okay, just move my head pillow. If you've got a roller, we can change that. We can come over, hold on to the roller and roll that away and come back out. I know some of you have got rollers. I suppose it might work with a rolling pin. Be a little bit lower down, but it gives you that slide away. And back up. Once more like that. Rolling away. Come back up. And then come into the middle. Pop those legs apart a little bit, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Bring the arms out wide. Let's do a spine twist. So the nose keeps over the breastbone, okay? The shoulders don't come closer together. We just twist through that upper body. So you might not go very far. We haven't got a lot of rotation. If we push it too far, all we're doing is flinging the arms around, okay? Twisting round, once more to the other side. Lengthen through the spine as you do it. Coming back. Should we have another little hamstring stretch while we're here? So bring one arm over, reach down towards your shin or your foot. Stretch down through there. Try and anchor that side of your bottom down, the opposite side of your bottom down. Stretch forward. Come back up. Some of you might only be around your thighs, your knees. Some of you might be able to really reach down towards those toes. That's fine. Go with what you can do. You should feel it at the back of the leg. If you bend too much through the body, you'll feel it in the back but not in the leg. So lean forward through your chest. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's go and do all that on the other side. So we will start off with our side bends. So feet and knees together. Bent up as if you were like doing a clam, but we're going to be supporting ourselves on our elbow to start with. That little triangle, remember? Elbow, shoulder, hip. Think about where you sink to, lifting up through the shoulders. Reaching over and back down. And again, reach over, drawing in through that waist, squeezing through the shoulder blades and back down. With the next one, if you want to, have that little lift up. So you're resting on your knees and come back down. And again, but stop wherever you feel comfortable. You might just want to, watch me and have a giggle. That's fine. Okay, we all need a laugh at the moment, don't we? Up we go. Stretching up. Coming back down, final one. Bottom leg forward, top leg behind you, onto that hand, ready for our mermaid. So reaching up, as you stretch over, slide down onto your elbow, squeeze, and you're trying to keep that other side of your bottom down. So I'm going over to my right, I want my left side of my bottom down if I can. Come back up, use your core to help bring you up, reverse it if you can. And you might find one side's a lot easier than the other. I'm not so good this side, going back over. Stiff right hip, I think, that's probably why. Reaching over. And then with this one, Supporting hand to the back, bring that front arm down. We're getting that twist through the body. This is again where if you've got a roller, yeah, you can come up, roll back down. Up we come. Roll down. I think this is a lovely stretch with a roller. Those of you that come to my classes know that lovely and nice usually means, oh, it hurts a little bit. Good pain, bad pain. Stretching pain is always a good pain. Come back up. Last one. Reach down. Good stuff. Okay, let's go over onto our tummies for our last little bit. I just moved my mat around a little bit. So, we've got your supporting little towel or pillow at the ready. Forehead's on it. We're going to breaststroke prep to start with. The legs are hanging in there doing nothing. Arms are coming down by our sides. Palms are up towards the ceiling. From there, draw the shoulder blades back and down together, opening out those collarbones at the front. They're becoming happy, smiley collarbones. And we're back down. Breathing in to prepare. Breathing out, and if you want to, float that top half up. At the same time, we're gently drawing in through the tummy to keep that low back flat, and we lower back down. So it starts off with a gentle drawing through your tummy, shoulder blades drawing together and down, float up, chins in, lowering back down. Okay, if we've got that, this time we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to hold it up there. So, forehead on the pillow, arms down by your side, reaching back. We're lifting up and we're going to pulse those arms. We're doing our hundreds. So pulsing up and down, palms up towards the ceiling, drawing in through the tummy. If it's too much to hold up in the air, you can keep your forehead on the ground and do it with your forehead on the ground. Keep pulsing away, drawing in through the tummy, reaching those hands down towards your thighs. 3, 2, 1, like that. Keep up. Palms facing inwards, little fingers up towards the ceiling. Still drawing in through the tummy, still reaching back through the shoulder blades. Keep going. We're really working the backs of those shoulders. Chin tucked in. Keep going. Nearly there for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Hands by shoulders, push yourself up. Have a well-deserved child pose stretch back. Curling that spine up in the opposite direction. Tuck your head in. Sitting back on your heels if you can. You might not be able to get back on your heels, that's fine. Just to where you feel you can do. Good stuff. Let's finish off with a little bit of swimming. So if we go down, back up onto the mat, we're going to try swimming level 3. If you haven't got sufficient movement in your upper back to lift your arm up very far, or it feels a bit too uncomfortable, you might be a little bit curved over at the top, go straight up into the level 4s. We're all going to join you there in a bit. Okay? But if you can, level 3. Arms out in front of you, wider than your shoulders. Don't get them too close to your ears. You want a good distance between your ears and your shoulders and your arms. Draw in through the tummy, stretch one arm away and the opposite leg. Hold there and lower down. Change to the other side, drawing in through your tummy, stretch the leg away, stretch the arm, and lower down. And keep repeating side to side. We're not looking to get any movement in that lower back. We're not arching back up. We're not lifting the leg really high in the air because that will turn our pelvis and cause our back to extend. We want to keep as flat as we can. We're looking for length. reaching away and back in. Some of you might get a little bit of cramp in your toes when you do this. If you do, have a little rest and rethink. Rather than thinking stretching away, think tight through the bottom. The lift's coming through from your bottom. Let's just do 2 more on each side. Stretching away, coming back, drawing in through your tummy, reach, and back. Last 2. Reach, and lower. Last 1. Coming back down. Hands next to chest. Push yourself up again. Big stretch back. You can widen your knees if you want to, so you can sink in a little bit lower. Good stuff. We've got 2 to go. We're going to do a little bit of that in level 4, and then a little bit of leg pulling prone before we finish off with stretches. So we're in 4 point. Hands are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Now if that gets your wrists too much, if you've got wrist problems, you can go onto knuckles, okay? Or you can do some of these on your forearms as well. So just go carefully. Adapt it as necessary. Rest as much as you need to as well. From that position, have a cat stretch out, tightening through your tummy, and a roll back down the other way. Feel how much movement you've got. Find that mid position, and then opposite arm and leg moves away. Stretch away. Hold that nice and steady. Come back in. I'm just going to take a little pace forward so I don't kick my sofa every time. Opposite arm and leg. Coming back in. Focus on what's happening around your shoulder blades. Keep them up nice and tall, and your tummy. Focus eyes down between your hands. Stretch up between your shoulders. Tighten through your tummy. Stretch away. Come back in. Once more each side. Drawing in through that tummy. That's the sling that's holding you up. Stretch. Come back in, have a little rest down, relax those wrists. We've got 1 more strengthening type 1 to go. Okay, we're going to start our leg pulling prone prep. Okay, those of you that joined in with the HIIT session last week, we did the leg pulling prone, the full one in that. So that's where we go into almost like a plank position. So, hands underneath shoulders. For the prep though, the hands are underneath the shoulders. We're thinking that lift up through the chest. So don't let your shoulder blades squidge together, you're widening them out. We're tightening through the tummy. Tuck your toes in underneath, tighten through your tummy, hover up onto your hands. Holding that steady, and then we're lowering back down. So you should be looking to feel that lift through the shoulder blades, tighten through your tummy, hover up. Now what you can do if you find you're struggling with that is if you get a small pillow or a football, something like that, pop that between your knees. I've got my large head pillow. Okay, from there, tuck the toes in, squeeze in against the football or the pillow, tighten through your tummy and then lift up. You might feel a difference. Keep that squeeze on as you're coming up. And lower back down. So squeeze in through the thighs, tighten through the tummy, stretch up and lower back down. The reason that feels easier is because by using the inner thigh muscles, that'll help to engage the pelvic floor muscles and the lower tummy muscles, which will help to give you that lift up. Everything starts to work together around the pelvis to lock the pelvis together and lift you up. So that's a way you can have a go at that if you're struggling to do free without anything between your legs, okay? Without that width there. So you can always think tight through the middle. Hover up there. Good stuff. Have a stretch back. We're going to do a thread the needle and then a little cool down and stretch. So remember that thread the needle. Hands underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. You can keep both knees down, or it's slightly better if you can slide one leg out, opposite arm. I've got left leg out, right arm up. Come underneath. You just reach it, you can reach a little bit further if you've got that leg out backwards. Stretch out, it's just a nicer feeling. Come down through. Last one. And angle the pull through. Different ways, you'll get different muscles stretched. So change over to the other side. So I've got right leg out, left arm up, hearts to the sky. Come back in underneath. Reach right round. Up we go towards the ceiling. Down we come and through. Last one. Up we come. Down we come. Back into the middle. Stretching out. And then let's come up into standing to finish off with. Just alter the camera again. Ooh, lovely. Kick the mat around. There we go. Okay, standing up nice and tall then. Have a little shake out. We might feel a little bit achy and stretchy around the upper body. That's what we're meant to be feeling. We've worked that. So have a little roll of those wrists. Lift up through the back of the head, drawing through the tummy. And then let's go back the other way. Rolling round. And then from there, deep breath in, breath out. With this one, drop the head and shoulders, link the fingers together, gentle bend of the knees, stretch out, reach out in front, stretch all the way up towards that ceiling, stretch wide and draw all the way back down. Breath in, breath out. Reach away. Now I'm not bending from the lower back, it's more just that upper back. As we come up into that stretch up to the ceiling, don't let yourself get too carried away by those ribs. Keep them stacked up in between. We've still got those springs front and back. Coming down to the middle. Floaty, floaty arms up. From there, our gentle arm openings. Coming back, lengthening through the back of the neck. Round we go. And back. Once more each side. Last one. Coming back into the middle, lower the arms down. Take the feet a little bit wider, drawing through the tummy. Let's sink down through the middle. For 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold this one. Knees are out over toes. Wrap one arm around you. Circle over. Round to the other side. Circle over. Once more each side. Keep that squat on. Round to the other side. Stretch. And over and draw up tall. Down we go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding there. Front corner. Stretch up to the back corner. Circle that arm round. Round to the other side. Front corner. Up to back corner. Circle the arm round. Come into the middle. Big heavy weight. We're pulling it up. Tight through the middle. Strong through the body. Twist yourself round. Reach down towards that ankle for the saw. We did it in sitting as well, didn't we? Round we go and down. Coming back up. A little march out. Big high knees. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. From there, light on the feet. Drawing up, string through the back of the head, light on the arms. Lift up. lower down. We've lost the music. Let's just randomly hit one. See what we get. There we go. With the next one, float up, lift the arms up, circle them and down. Lift up, float the arms up, circle and down. One more like that. Lift up, float up, circle, lower those feet, shoulders to sky. Stretch them down, chin on chest, rolling forwards, down to the ground. See where we're at. Gently come back up. We can't finish without doing a calf stretch, so turn sideways, 1 foot forward, the other one, toes down, heels down, face the same way, lunge forwards. Stretch out through that back leg. Feel that stretch there, get that balance. Make sure you've got your heel down. Feel the stretch. For 3, 2, 1. Come back. Let's go the other way. Toes forward. Toe down, heel down. Lunge forwards. Weight on that front foot, back heel down. Holding that there. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back into the middle, a little shake out. Deep breath in, breath out. Chin on chest, rolling all the way forwards. Stretching down towards your toes, heels down, hips to the ceiling, curl up as tight as you can. And slowly, slowly peel yourself back up. Open out through the shoulders, drawing through your tummy. And again, shoulders to sky. Down they go, chin on chest. Rolling down, all the way down to the floor. Deep breath in. Breath out. Come back up to the middle. Restack yourself. Weights even on both feet. Drawing in through your tummy, lift up through your chest. Knees are nice and relaxed. Let the arms go floppy. Breath in, breath out, breath in. All the way to the top. And breath out. And again, last one. And breath out. Well done, folks. Hope you enjoyed the session. Next one's going to be similar. We're going to do some of the same moves, but I'm going to be using weights. You can if you want to. You might have some little hand weights yourself somewhere in the house, or if not, tins of beans or whatever you've got tins of in the cupboard. You can use those, or those plastic drinks bottles are useful. You can use those, especially the ones that have got the little waist to them, because they're nice to hold. You can use those, but you don't have to use weights, okay? See you next time. Bye.